I just finished my micro class. I had my final this morning. It was really hard. Like we did a lot of gram staining, and we had to do. It was an unknown project where we got two different types of bacteria. We had to do like all these tests to figure out what it was, and then we had to find a diagnosis because we were given like a basically like a case study. It was like this patient comes in, and this is what their symptoms are, and then you get two types of bacteria, and you have to like figure out what bacteria caused it. It was really hard. But I'm grateful that I'm done with it. So.
Well, I can tell you, I had two big research projects with them when I was in that department. Both of them, one of them blew up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was lucky I wasn't actually in the room, or I might have got cut up, but it blew up. And then the second one, all the white mice died. So I think they weren't going to invite me on for a master's degree.
Are you doing something in microbiology, like with your profession?
No, I'm an old retired guy.
He would practice medicine for years.
Oh,
gotcha.
That was my alternative when I went to med school.
Did you do it at UAB?
No. This was the University of Iowa.
I was born in Iowa, so there's no other university.
There's Iowa State.
What?
So there's Iowa State.
Well, actually, Iowa
If
State.
you consider that.
When they had the big scare about anthrax and people were getting envelopes in the mail.
We learned about that in my class.
Yeah, well, who did the government go to for help? They went to Iowa State, because they are the world's authority on anthrax. It's actually a disease of cattle. And Iowa State is really big in veterinary medicine and agribusiness and all sorts of stuff.
I believe the latter, but I did not know that they were an expert on anthrax.
Oh,
I learned something new.
Yeah. But if you go to school there, the highlight of the week is a trip on Saturday night to the drinking fountain. I mean, it's just nothing going on.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome back. Glad you're here. If you're joining online, you just missed our deep conversation about the merits of University of Iowa versus Iowa State University. I learned something. If you were here, maybe you would have learned. Glad you're here. Glad you're joining us. Glad to be celebrating and welcoming Shabbat with you, and a special Shabbat. It is because it's also Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah as well. All like smiling, there's like a lack of energy. Sure. So maybe some singing will help you guys energize up a little bit. I feel like there should be like some like TV like Power Rangers, like Power Up. What they? Oh, it's Morphin Time. That's what they said. I think. I never watched it. Anyway, we'll go ahead.
Morphin Time is what they say. I used to watch it.
Okay. Noah used to watch it, but it's been a while. We'll go ahead and begin page 10. Begin with Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh, Shabbat V'shor chavdach eret tonah Yarut avdach kamo avdach Ishtachaveh mul hadarach Ki yeraglo yediduta Mino betzu v'chota Adonai zivaola nafshi chola ahavata Anael narefanala Beharot la noam ziva אז תתחזק ותתרפא V'chusna Alabeno Haba Ki ze kama michsof michsa Lirot tiferet uza Amaeli Mahmad libi Chushana Ve'atitala Yigalena Ufrotz chaviv alai Et sukat sheloma Ta'ir eretz mikvoda Nagila v'nismecha ba Maherahu ki ba'moed V'choneni ki me'olam Yadadadadada, yadadadadada, yadadadada, yadadada, yadadadada, 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 yadadada, yadadadada, 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 We'll continue, Psalm 95, page 11. Lechul meranena, lechul meranena, lechul meranena, Adonai. Lechul meranena, lechul meranena, lechul meranena, Adonai. Naria, naria, letzuri shenu, lekama panav betodah. Naria, naria, letzuri shenu, bizmiro naria go. Lechu meranena, lechu meranena, lechu meranena, l'Adonai. Lechu meranena, lechu meranena, lechu meranena, l'Adonai. Naria, letzuri shenu, lekama panav betodah, bizmiro naria go. We'll join together at the red arrow, middle of page 12. Arba'im shana akud bedor va'omaram to'eleh alhem vehem lo yadu drachai asher mishpati ve'avi im yirunel nuchati. Page 13. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruch shemo, asru b'yom yom yeshuato. Sapru v'goyim k'levodo b'chol ha'amim yimlotav. Ki gadol Adonai. Adonai mishpachot amim, Amul Adonai kavod ba'oz, Amul Adonai kevod shemo, Seu mincha, Page 14, השתחוו לאדוני, הקודש, עילו מתנה כל הארץ, עברו בגויים, אדון המלך, עתיקם תבל בתיבו, ידינמי ושרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. Yeremaya Umelo Yalom Sandai Bechol Asher Bo Ay Az Yeramenu Kolam Seyar Ifnei Adonai Kiva Kiva Yishbon Haaretz Yishbon Temple Beth Tzedek Ve'ami Be'emunato Yadai We'll continue Psalm 97, page 15. Adonai Malach Kagel Haaret Yismechu Im Rabbi Anan Balafel Seviva Tzedek U'Mishpat Nechon Kisot. Turn together at the red arrow, middle of page 16. Ohavei Adonai Sinura, Sholem Pashot Chasida, Biyad Reshaim Yatzilem, Oizaru Ela Tzadik, Orevi Shnei Simcha, Simchu Tzadikim B'Adonai, V'hodu Lezecher Kodsho. So we continue with Psalm 98. We'll read responsibly in the English, page 17. A psalm sings Adonai a new song, for Adonai has wrought wonders. God's right hand and holy arm have brought deliverance.
Adonai has deliverance of nations will come. God's righteousness was revealed.
God dealt faithfully and kindly with the house of Israel. The very ends of the earth saw our God's saving power.
Call out to Adonai, all the earth, break out in joyful singing. Sing to Adonai to the music of the lyre. Lyre and voices making music together. With horns and shofar cries. Trumpet the presence of the sovereign, Adonai.
Let the sea and all that is in it roar, the earth and all who inhabit it thunder. Let rivers clap hands while mountains sing in harmony. Greeting Adonai who comes to judge the earth, judging the world with justice and the nations with truth. Yifni Adonai ki va lishpot haaretz, yishpot Temple Beth tzedek v'ani b'nei shari. Page 19. Adonai Malach kirgezu amin, Yoshev kruvim tadut haaretz, Adonai b'tzion gadol, Rahu hakol hamim. We'll join together 3 lines from the bottom, page 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Eishtachavu Lehakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Eishtachavu Lehakodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. I invite you to rise as we turn to page 21, Psalm 29 as we prepare to welcome in Shabbat. Not yet, but short. Mizmor leDavid, habu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, habu l'Adonai, kavod ba'odai, habu l'Adonai, kevod shemo yishtachavu l'Adonai, v'ad l'kodesh. Kol Adonai Hamayim Melakavod Hirim Adonai Hamayim Ravim Kol Adonai Bakoach Hayayay Kol Adonai Behadar Kol Adonai Shomer Aradim V'Shamer Adonai Elohe Habanon Vayakidem Moegel Le'anon Ve'Yom Kemo, Kmo ben reinim, Hayayay, Kol Adonai, Chotzek lahabodesh, Kol Adonai, Yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai, midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai, Choler hayamot, Vayecheso. Ye'arot u'hechalot lo mekabod Hayayay Adonai lama kol yashav v'yeshev Adonai melech le'olam Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom Ya 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 You may be seated. We'll continue, page 22. Bechoach, bechoach, gedulat yemincha, yemincha. Tatir tzedura, kabeli natancha, sagmeyu, tareyu, nora. Ana bechoach, bechoach, gedulat yemincha, yemincha. Tatir tzedura, kabeli natancha, sagmeyu, tareyu, nora. Well, now we'll welcome in the Shabbat bride with Lecha Dodi, page 23. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nekabela. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, Ishmiyanu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem u'tiferet ilham. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu b'necha, Ki hi mekor ha'beracha, Merosh mikeden nesucha, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ייטש מלך ירוחם, קום יצאי מתוך ההפכה, רב לך שבמלך הפכה, והוא יחגור עלייך חנם. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. כי דרי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי, על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קורבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, יברך אורי אורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך סגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. 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 לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, בך יחזו ענייני, ונבנתה עיר עתילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Page 25. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כי ימסוס חתם על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי, על ידי איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגיד לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוכן בני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. You may be seated. I haven't done that tune in a long time. And I started doing it, and then I don't remember how the verse goes. So it took me a second, I really hope I came back to me.
It came back.
But for half a second, I'm like, I don't remember the next part of this. It was kind of scary, but it went well. You guys did great, so thanks for singing along.
I felt like doing the wave.
It's a good tune. I haven't done it in a while. We'll continue with the Psalm for Shabbat, Psalm 92, page 27. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך אלוהים, ולזמר לשמך אלוהים, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך עלינו, עלי עשור ועלי נבל. היגיון וכינור, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Turn together in the middle, page 28. כתמר יפרח, כארץ בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפיחו. וינגון בשיבה, דשנים ברעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי טוב לטבו. Page 29. Adonai malach, geulah lavesh Adonai, ozit azar, ahavtiko, tevel matimo, nachon ki zachar me'az. מעולם אתה נעשו נהרות אדוני נעשו נהרות קולם יישאו נהרות דרך ים מקולות מים רבים הרים משברי ים אדיר במרום אדוני עדותיך נאמנו מאוד לביתך נא בקודש אדוני לאורך ימים ידנה At this time, we'd like to invite all those in mourning, those observing yurtzites, to rise for the mourners' Kaddish as we conclude the Kabbalat Shabbat portion of our service, page 30. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברח ילותה, וימליך מלכותה, וחייכון ויומיכון, וחיי בכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולמו מימיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל, שמי בקודשה בריחו. לעילם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה, ותושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה ונשמן, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. ועושה שלום במרומה, והוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. may be seated. Before we go on, before we go into the Mari service, just want to take a moment and say again, Shabbat Shalom, Chag Urim Sameach, Happy Passover,
Wrong.
It's been a long week. Happy Hanukkah.
Diane.
Diana, we were talking Diana the other day. That's why, because I saw Barry, I thought Diana, and I went to Passover.
That's right.
That's not at all what happened, but that's the story I'm sticking with. We're glad you're joining us for Hanukkah. We're glad you're joining us. So what I want to do, I want to do something a little different than we usually do, inspired by my wife. So usually at this time I ask you to reflect on the week and share anything that's happened. But my wife had the idea this week that after we light our Hanukkah candles each night, to share something that we read or a story we know or something that happened that brought light into our lives. Somebody who brought light into our lives, or something that happened that brought light into our lives in honor of Hanukkah, and how we sharing the light with the world and sharing the light with each other. So if anybody has something this week that brought light into their lives that you'd like to share with us and share the light with each other, so we can brighten each other up this Hanukkah and Shabbat, I'll open it up to share with you. Aaron.
So last night, or yesterday evening, after I got back from Minyan, I did a FaceTime, Hanukkah lighting with my family. And my brother and sister-in-law, they have about 3 kids, but the youngest 2.5. So after the lighting and the presents and everything, he goes to get his toy guitar, and he wants to sing. I mean, it was like the dreidel song, dreidel, 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 that.
You made it on a clay.
Yeah, yes, that's all. I think everyone knows it. But
when it's dry and ready.
Yeah.
Great.
But no, it was very entertaining.
And Aaron.
That's beautiful.
And Aaron.
Anybody else want to share something?
Well, I'll just say, we have a friend, and every year she has a holiday party, and it was this afternoon. It was just really nice getting together for Hanukkah. She had all the Hanukkah decorations and other holiday decorations too, but just a whole big group of people that she does every year, and it's just very nice to get together to celebrate Hanukkah and the holidays. So
It sounds like fun. Yes.
Okay, I just relearned this today. It was something my brother had sent me in an email. And this was about the oil that burned for 8 days. And where did it come from? Well, this was a temple that had been desecrated by the Greeks. And how did there happen to be oil in there that was kosher for them to use? And it turned out this oil was made from olives that were in the olive branch that the dove brought back to Noah. And I had no clue about that. And it traced the whole lineage of it, how it was passed on from one great famous old rabbi down to the next. And the last one hid it in there. And then they found it. And I had no idea of that.
I have not heard that one.
No.
That's an interesting.
Might be something for you to check out.
I'll have to see if I can find that.
No, well, my brother sent it.
So if your brother can find the source, send it to me. I'd be curious to check out the source. I haven't seen that. I haven't heard that one.
All right. Getting something back from him is sometimes a
Well,
tall order, but I'll try.
Anybody else want to share something? I had an opportunity to catch up with a friend this week that I hadn't talked to in a few months. I got to talk for a little bit, so that was good catching up with him for a little bit. Very sweet guy. Hopefully you guys will get to meet him, but I'm trying to get him to come visit to Birmingham.
Where does he live?
He was splitting his time between Savannah, which is where I met him, and Toronto, but he's trying to become a permanent U.S. citizen, so he's currently he's not allowed to go back to Toronto at the moment. But, so he's in Savannah currently. Sweet guy.
Was he a congregant?
No.
No?
No. I'm gonna tell you, there's a whole story that goes along with it. But I'm not gonna tell the story right now. If you wanna hear it, you can share it after service.
There was an interesting article in the Wall Street Journal, today, and it talked about, Hanukkah and the whole tradition, but it went back to the very, very beginning and, how this all came about and the Maccabean Revolution, and it just went back further than I had really realized, kind of refreshed the history of Hanukkah for me.
It's an interesting
It's
history.
very interesting.
Anybody else wanna share anything? You said you're done with finals, so I mean, that in itself is like a light in and of itself and a Hanukkah miracle.
All right.
I'm very grateful for you.
You're light in a different way,
Yeah.
a burden is off.
Yeah.
What school?
I'm at UAB.
Well, we're glad you're here, we're glad you're sharing light with us, and we're glad to be able to share it with you as well. We're gonna come back to our Sederim, we're gonna turn to page 39B, as I invite you to rise for the bar. Et Adonai Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed. You may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kila ma'asav b'yom hashvi'i, yikarehu Shabbat kodesh me'erev v'ad erev, v'nitano b'yom menucha לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. ביום ולילה, מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר ביום ובי לילה, מעביר בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. ולחי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים. Page 40. אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגן יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. ברכה תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, בעמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם עליך ודיברת בם, ושבתך וביתך ולכתך בדרך ושפך וקומך, ושלחתם ליהודה אויביך, והיו לטוטפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אם שמות מצוותיי אשר אנוכי מצוותכם היום, אהבה את אדוני אלוהיכם ולעובדו בכל בכל לבבכם ובכל נפשכם. Adonai Elohechem Emen. We'll continue responsibly in the English, page 43b. You proclaim the covenant on the seventh day.
Declare it, decreed it, we listened and heard.
You love this day we inherited, delighting in its remembrance.
Begin its command with the word, remember.org.
From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed.
Securing the cause of righteousness.
You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed, on the seventh day you rested.
On this day,
Israel, your people rest.
To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise. As we continue page 44. Umalchuto b'ratzon kiblu aleihem, Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael, v'chamu shira b'simcha rabah, v'yamru chulam. Mi chamocha be'im Adonai, mi chamocha be'im HaKodesh, norati lo sefer. מלכותך רבו בניך, כי ים לפני משה, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני יברך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי ירא אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. Page 45. השכיבנו ענה אלוהינו לשלום, וחמיתנו מכים מלכם ופרוספרנו זכת שלומך. ושמור את צאתנו בואנו מלכם לשלום יתעבר עולם, ופרוס עלינו זכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס זכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל. Yerushalayim. We rise for Geshamru, page 46. Geshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית העולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ולמד יברח ידידי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכנו יומך וחיי לכל בית ישראל. פגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן. ישמרה לברך Ram Ram Amaya Yitorah Yiparach Vishtabach Vihavithrama Vinase Vitadar Vitale Vitala Shmei Dekutsha Barichu Le'elam Kavirchata Vashirata Tushmechata Nechemata Damiram Be'amah Imru remain standing for the Amidah, which is recited privately in the evening, beginning on page 47, going through page 52. Don't forget to include the insertion for Hanukkah, which is on page 430. You insert it at the bottom of page 50. So you'll follow and see there's a note there that will remind you where to go. Please feel free to use the Hebrew, the English, or use this time for your own personal prayer and meditation. you're still praying, please take your time and finish at your own pace. I invite you to rise as we'll continue with an Ein Sheva, page 53. Guru Hashamayim La'ad, B'chol Tevah, V'yachal Elohim B'yom Hashvi, V'lachol Asher Asa, V'yishkol B'yom Hashvi, Kol Asher Asa, V'yivarech Elohim et Yom Hashvi, V'yikadesh Oto, Ki bo Shabbat Kol Achto, Asher Barach Elohim La'asot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Noach Elohei Leah El Hagadol Hagibur Ha'olam El Elyon Kodesh Hashamayim Ha'aretz Makin Yaakov Bidvaro V'chayim Etim B'maro Ha'el HaKadosh She'ein Kamohu Hameniach Le'amo B'yom Shabbat Kodsho Ki Vam Ratzah L'Haniach Lahem Ki Vam Ratzah L'Haniach Lahem L'Panav Yedavach V'Ishmo Echoyim Tami Ve'on Arachot El Ha'olam Adon Hashanah Mekadesh Shabbat Mefarech Shiri Meniach B'Kedusha L'Amedu Shnei Onet Page 54. Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, V'tzeinu Chatenu, K'achenu V'mivotecha, V'na'keinu V'toratecha, Sameinu B'duvecha, V'samcheinu B'shuatecha, V'taher libeinu, Le'otecha V'emet, V'hamchileinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'ahavah ratzon, Shabbat Kodshecha, V'yanuchu Yisrael, Mekadesh Shemecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Yikra v'yikra Shemei Rabban. Rabati v'rach Yerushalayim v'chmachotei v'chai chonu v'chonu v'chai lecho ben Yisrael v'kala v'zman karei v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabban v'orah Yallah v'olam le'almaya Yivarach Yivarach v'shtabach v'pavim tzimah v'yinasevit Ravit Shmei Likudsha Mechu Leila Mikol v'yichata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata Davidah v'arma v'imru. Amen. Tikvatzon oton v'oton v'chol Yisrael kol davar v'hod v'yishmaya v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlamar v'amin shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Yosei shalom v'gromam v'yaseh shalom Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. We'll remain standing for Kiddush, page 55. Tzavich Havarai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'kratzon hinchilanu zikaron u'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher yitziat Mitzrayim Yivanu b'charta v'ranu
העולמי, ושבת קודשך, יבואו רצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. We'll continue standing for Elena, page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol, l'tzeik d'uram yotzei bereshit, shelo asar gevei haratzon, velo samanu k'shvot ha'adama, shelo sam hakinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol amonam, v'nachnu korim, Nishanim Elohim, B'nei Malchei Amatim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehuyot Hashamayim ve'yoser haaretz, Moshe mikaro b'shamayim imam, Shechinatu zo, V'korei meromi, Hu Eloheinu reino. Ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim imam, ve'aretz yitachenu. לא חליהם מהרה לעולם ועד, כי המלכות שלך היא עולמית תמוך בכבוד, ככתוב תורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד. Ushemo Echad. You may be seated. At this time, we take a moment to remember all those who, though they no longer walk this earth, remain alive in our hearts and minds. We recognize in the past week we observed the yahrzeits of Rose Adler, Bessie Allen, Frank Berman, Robert Berman, Bobby Bloomston, Joseph Brower, Joseph Broder, Ruth Brown, Stanley Brody, Louis Budnick, Ilya Berkman, Harold Cole, Abby Kahn, Fanny Cooper, Sylvia Epsman, Jacob Buchwitz, Faye Fasner, Elsie Fleissig, Alan Goldman, Abraham Goldsmith, Jake Goldstein, Mildred Goldstein, Rosalind Goldstein, Grigory Golubov, Robert Green, Julia Grunfeld, Sadie Hochberg, Shalom Jaffe, Philip Klein, Rose Laskowitz, David Levine, Esther Levy, Henry Levy, Rosa Levy, Necha Light, Betty Lepescu, Vladimir Lipolinski, Rabbi Abraham Mesh, Shirley Michael, Fanny Michalowitz, Joseph Nissenbaum, Sally Olship, Sylvia Perman, Morris Randman, Jack Rubin, Harold Ruttenberg, Gamliel Saracen, Erna Satori, Sylvia Schwartz, David Shapiro, Victor Scher, Joe Cerroti, Lena Solinsky, Sarah Stapp, Yasser Baisbroit, and Samuel Zamari. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. As we invite those in mourning and those observing yurtzites to rise for Mourners Kaddish, age 58. Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma Yibrach Yiteh V'yamich Malchuteh, V'chayechom Yomechom Chayei Tov Beit Yisrael, V'agala B'zman Kariv V'miru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mebarach Ve'olam Olam Mayim, Yibarach, Yishabach, Yitahar, Yitnoam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitalel, Yitalal, Shmei Dekudsha B'lechu, Va'ela Min Kol Berchata V'shirata, Tush B'chata V'nechemata, Damiran Be'alma V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shalom Rabbah Min Shmaya, V'chaim Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Say Shalom B'imolav, U'yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. This time, before we conclude, just a couple very brief announcements, or as brief as I can make them without getting distracted or off track. See how it goes. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, across the hall, right over there. Shabbat services, hope you'll join us. We got Hallel, we got Haftarah, Torah reading, sermon, all the things, all good things. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow morning. We also will have our family services tomorrow morning. So we have a Top Shabbat downstairs and a Shabbat B'Yachad in here. Shabbat B'Yachad is open to everybody and it's not just for kids. So if you want to come check it out, feel free to come check it out. We'd love to have you. Sunday morning, don't forget, 11 o'clock, there will be a Hanukkah craft fair downstairs in the kids zone for families. So if you have kids or grandkids and want to bring them, they'd love to have them. And then at noon is the Sisterhood's annual Latka lunch. So come join. You cooking? Okay, well then you can come join. Then it's safe to come eat the Latka.
It is.
So come join us. Tuesday, Tuesday we have we will have our congregational Hanukkah celebration. It'll start we'll gather about 5:30. We'll have some music, and we'll gather in the lower lot. We'll have some music. We'll be hanging out, and then we'll be lighting that beautiful menorah that you see on the front steps. We're going to bring it down to light there, and then we'll come inside. We'll have some pizza, some soup ganyot, and a really fun Hanukkah-themed demonstration from the McWayne Center. So it should be a lot of fun. There is fire involved, and there are potatoes involved. I'm not going to say more. It's fire themed. But there's a fire, it's Hanukkah themed, so there'll be fire, there'll be potatoes. You'll have to come see what else they're going to do. And how do those fit together? We'll find out. Finally, give the gift. If you want to give a great Hanukkah present this year, even after Hanukkah, December 20th, we are doing our annual blood drive, semi-annual blood drive, from 10 to 3 o'clock. Registration is open. You can give somebody the gift of life. What better gift can you get? So sign up online and come give blood. Anything I'm forgetting? Anything I'm not forgetting? Anything you're forgetting? Glad y'all are here. Glad you joined us. Hope to see you again in the morning. We'll conclude today with Yigdal, page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishchach Yitzhak Yehuda Chai Yachi Yehuda V'Amin Sof V'Achuda Ino L'Mundagu Ve'Eino Gu V'Ranu
Chela kedushato, kamono damar sheira, Bishamim Beshit v'Beshita, Ino Olam v'Chol Hota, Yorek Gedulato Malchuto, Shefan Ruato Nitano, Elam Shesegulato V'Tipato, V'Kam Yisrael Kamo Sheho, Navi Umami Detunato, Torah V'Natan Yahweh, Nabiyot Nemaneto, Lo Yachli Ba'el, Lo Yamed Dato, Le'olami Mezulato, Sofer Yodea Setainu, Abi Sof Davar V'Kamato, Gomer Ish Chesed K'Yifalo, Noten Rashara K'Vishato, Yishlach Ket Yamin Mashiachenu, Yiftok Chakeket Yeshuato, Meitim Michael Berochato, Baruch Adonai She'irato, Meitim Michael Berochato, Baruch Adonai She'irato. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Urim Sameach. Wishing you a peaceful, restful Shabbat and a bright, joyful, and hope-inspiring Hanukkah. If you can please make sure to see the ring get to the back shelf, back pews rather. That would be much appreciated, and hope to see y'all in the morning.
Robert,
Shabbat Shalom.
you say hi to me after you. Somebody said it needed an answer.
So I had a teacher who was very insistent that Chag was specifically only referred to Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot.
So you were here and your family.
And that it should not apply to any other holiday. Doesn't mean that everybody doesn't do that now, but I try to use culturally appropriate, holiday-specific meaning. So that's why I say Chag Urim Sameach, Festival of Lights. Have a happy Festival of Lights. I'll say Purim Sameach.
No.
Are you gonna get kicked out of the Jewish people for doing it? No. You're gonna get struck by lightning? No. But,
Are you gonna get made fun of?
no, probably not. You're gonna get made fun of? Probably not.
I did sound right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I know it's a great feeling. Now what do you?
I'm in nursing school
I
now.
was a nurse.
Really? What do you do?